Jackpot. All the makings for one hell of a party.
Whoa, looks like it's party time.
You could have a hell of a weekend with all this.
Well, this is an unexpected surprise. We should take whatever we can carry.
Looks like Raider heaven in here.
We must be careful. We don't want to tamper with evidence, yes?
Looks like the holidays have arrived early this year.
These weapons could be used.
What's the old saying, sir? Finders keepers?
Look at all this. We should take as much of this as we can carry.
Defense Intelligence Agency. Heck of a lot of good they did.
I don't recall the Brotherhood having any records on this agency. We should investigate further.
What the hell is the Defense Intelligence Agency?
This place reminds me of the SRB office.
The Defense Intelligence Agency? I wonder how much they knew before the first bombs fell.
Just like I always imagined a secret spy base would look like.
Could probably spend a lifetime sorting through all this old intel.
Nothing but a tomb for old spooks.
Defense Intelligence Agency, huh? Think they might have dropped the ball.
Oh, it's a secret base, just like the detective books.
There appears to be an illicit drinking establishment concealed down here.
I've been to a few dive bars in my day, but this one's got 'em all beat.
What a quaint little speakeasy. It looks like it attracted only the highest caliber customers, too.
A secret room for drinking? Strange.
Well, look at this. Strange place for a bar.
Places like the third rail, with less gunfire.
Lose the gun-toting psychopaths, and this would be my kind of joint.
You know, if you're looking to get a drink, I can think of worse places.
Any port in a storm, I guess.
Ah, I have heard of these. This is a speakeasy.
There's gotta be something left in here to drink.
Oh, shopping!
Hurry! I heard they had a 2-for-1 sale in the men's department.
I do so miss shopping expeditions.
Just look at this place. How many clothes did people need back in the old days?
Bet this was where all the fashionable folks of Boston came in its day.
Nothing like the smell of commerce.
What's with these weird metal stairs?
This some sort of moving target thing?
I believe this automated staircase was used to convey individuals from one floor to the next. The epitome of laziness.
They really would do anything to avoid walking back then, wouldn't they?
Maybe we should install these in the Institute. They look useful.
Now this is my kind of art.
Should I throw a cap in and make a wish?
Was there a ban on depicting anything other than an old general, a lion, or an angry-looking naked lady back then?
How come these things never have statues of naked blokes?
I expect all the blood in here's a recent addition.
This fountain is quite the visual respite.
A little over the top, don't you think?
This fountain is just another example of the waste and excess of pre-war America.
It must have been quite a chore to keep this communal drinking basin clean.
Beantown Brewery. Now we're talking.
I bet we don't even find a single drop in the whole place. Damn shame.
Never could bring myself to drink this stuff sober.
Always a market for folks who want to forget the world.
I've always preferred Gwinnett, but a Beantown brew will do in a pinch.
Hell of a setup just to get people sauced.
Do they have beer tasting here? I hear those are quite entertaining.
You call this a brewery. I call it a church.
I haven't had a good beer in quite a long time.
An abandoned brewery? No doubt we'll find plenty of unsavory types here.
We send scavenger teams to places like this to collect chemicals.
Looks like this one took the easy way out.
No life signs here.
Not much left of this bloke, is there?
Damn, things got messy in here.
Guess he thought this was the only way out. Shame.
Not easy for anyone out here.
Sir, no matter what may befall us, I hope suicide is never an answer you seek.
Taking the easy way out. Sadly, popular choice.
This unit could have been saved with a memory reset.
I guess we'll never know what this was all about.
May as well search the remains and look for anything of use.
Oh, quite the pleasant little courtyard.
That's a lovely place to catch a bullet in the brain.
Let's not stand out in the open too long. I kind of feel like a moving target.
Sniper heaven.
You think they designed this place with sniper fire in mind, or that was just a lucky coincidence?
We ought to cross this courtyard as fast as possible. We're awfully exposed down here.
Watch for snipers.
Amazing how much money these old corporations threw away building crazy shite like this.
I wonder what type of genetic experimentation was going on in this facility.
What was this for? Some kind of sport?
We used to have a hoop set up in Little Lamplight, until Eclair broke the darn thing.
Ah, basketball. I have read about this. Now you must dribble.
You up for some hoops? I could have gone pro, you know.
I'll never understand the games of the past. Give me Red Menace any day of the week.
This looks like a combat arena, but I'm not sure what the hoops were for.
Up for a bit of sport, sir? I could give you quite the run for your money.
Why would politicians need a sporting arena? It makes no sense.
I'm guessing this is where the mayor used to play with his balls.
No luxury too great for those at the top.
Oh, yeah. This seems like a real good use of public funds.
Oh, a library. Please, we must go in.
I wonder how many of the books survived. Today's humanity could greatly benefit from any knowledge within these walls.
Look out, there's crazy robots inside there. Or were they in the library in your day too?
Well, this is certainly a friendly way to welcome people to a library.
Lion statues, huh? Great way to scare the kids.
You mind explaining to me what lions have to do with lending books?
You think there might still be real lions out there somewhere?
The lion was such a noble and majestic creature. It's a shame they're extinct.
Stay. Good kitty.
I came by here years ago, but I've never been inside. Do you think it's still full of books after all this time?
These creatures must have been impressive in person.
Let's be careful. No human being would possibly pile books this way.
That's just a waste. All those books.
Rotten books and dead bodies. Pungent.
How many masterworks. Lost forever.
So many books. I'd live in this place if it weren't for all the mutants.
Which section has the dirty magazines?
Those are not sorted in the proper Dewey Decimal System. Oh la la.
It's a shame to see everything in such ruin.
One day, maybe we can put this all back together. I know, doesn't seem very likely right now, but I can dream.
Learning from books? Not exactly efficient.
This library would be quite beneficial to our scribes. I'll have to make a note of its location.
Oh, this place really got worked over. I wonder if anyone managed to escape.
Super mutant attack. These people were probably eaten.
Oh my, the poor souls.
God damn it! These people didn't stand a chance.
Damned super mutants.
Oh, the poor farmers.
Hope these folks didn't suffer. Of course, knowing super mutants.
Damn super mutants. They should be exterminated for their crimes against humanity.
Can't fault them for wanting to carve out a life of their own. Though that life probably should have involved a bigger wall.
It makes you wonder who would choose this sort of a life.
Who in their right mind would be farming in the middle of the goddamn wasteland?
I believe this commemorates a battle that took place here.
It is so tall.
You think that's impressive? You should see the one in downtown D.C.
You can go all the way to the top. It's quite a view up there.
Don't know how that obelisk is still standing, but I don't want to be around when it finally quits.
Hell of a view from this thing.
Worst part of being a lookout in the obelisk? forgetting your lunch.
Let's keep away from this thing. Looks like it's gonna fall over any second now.
Damage aside, the fact that the monument still stands is a testament to human architecture.
Look at that. So were you in the Battle of Bunker Hill?
A battle memorial to the fallen. We should observe a moment of silence.
Can it be? A residence untouched by time?
There might be some valuable stuff inside. Let's go check it out.
Amazing. It's as if time itself has avoided this place.
I feel like we've stepped back in time.
Whoever lives here must have made a deal with the devil.
People can't actually live here, right?
This place is more a museum than home.
The stuff in here's older than you, Blue.
Whoever their maid service is, I want their number. I wish everyone cared for their homes like this.
It must take an army of robots to keep this house so clean.
What the heck's with all this science junk? Something isn't right here.
Wandering into places like this is how people end up lab experiments. Trust me.
Seems like an awful advanced setup for a civilian, don't you think?
I don't know what they're working on in here, but it can't be good.
No, this doesn't feel like a trap at all.
Nothing good can come of this place.
Great, another crazy scientist. What, did somebody order them in bulk?
I think this is not the good type of science.
I can't decide if this makes Jack more impressive or even crazier than I thought.
I believe the title Mad Scientist would be appropriate here.
Is this what passes for science on the surface?
Cambridge Polymer Lab, the cutting edge of decrepit.
What the heck is polymer anyway?
Oh, laboratories. We must see what they were researching.
Boston used to be a hub for high-tech companies. You can find places like this tucked away all over the place.
Probably was a real nice setup in its day.
Whatever space-age shit they made here, it sure wasn't blast-proof.
There's something in here went kaboom. Maybe we shouldn't touch anything.
Looks like somebody's chemistry experiment went a little haywire.
Look at this place. Talk about humble beginnings.
Such a fine establishment back in the day.
We should search this laboratory from top to bottom for useful technical documentation.
I wonder, what happened to all the satellites? Are some still working in the darkness of space?
What the hell were those things even for?
What, you got the theater bug? I think I caught that once.
Not sure we want to see whatever kind of performances go on here now.
I can almost imagine crowds of people gathering here, just to listen to music on a summer evening. Nothing else to worry about.
Do they have a schedule here? I would love some Mozart.
Might be a while till the next show.
Do you think tonight's show is sold out?
I wonder what tonight's show is. Oh, us!
Listening to a performance here would have been extraordinary.
Let's check out the t-shirt stand before we leave, huh?
Something tells me the acting is as genius as the set design.
I used to come here for target practice.
Popular place. And look at me, I forgot my lunchbox.
We've missed lunch, I think.
Hey, look! It's today's special. Yum.
You can bet your ass no one would have skipped if they'd had these meat bags before the bombs.
I'm gonna guess that we shouldn't be eating anything we find in here.
Say what you will about the ambiance, but you can bet the mutants improved the freshness of the meals in here.
Moments like this make me thankful I've no stomach.
And I've lost my appetite.
There must have been a lot of children here to require a commissary of this size.
This doesn't bode well for what we're going to find in the rest of the school.
Looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
Look at all the books. But where are the students? There is so much to learn.
In the Institute, we've advanced far beyond books. Children learn from interactive terminals.
Super mutant excrement. The pungent stench is unmistakable.
My olfactory senses are picking up quite the stench, sir. You may want to plug your nose.
Oh, God. Were they using this place as their bathroom?
Oh, God. I think I'm going to be sick.
What a waste of good knowledge.
I've seen books used for worse.
Good God. What have they been doing in here?
Huh. There's a boat out there.
I wonder who'd want to take a boat out on this lake. Not too inviting if you ask me.
Be a nice view, if it weren't for that wreck out there.
Huh. Wonder what's under the rowboat.
Wonder how long that dinghy's been out there.
Look at the little rowboat.
I'm going to guess that we don't want to know what's under that rowboat.
If you want to wade out and check that boat, you go right ahead.
I hope the owner of that boat knew how to swim.
That overturned boat. I wonder if that was really an accident.
Be on your guard. There may be something using that rowboat for cover.
Did that tugboat even have a license? Must be from Pennsylvania.
Whoever hit that bridge with a tugboat needs to learn how to drive.
Boats belong in marinas, not drawbridges.
How does something like this even happen?
Don't even want to fathom how much alcohol was involved making this monstrosity.
This kind of idiocy takes real dedication.
Lesson learned. Never play chicken with a drawbridge.
Well, here's something you don't see every day.
I always figured the shock wave from the bombs threw the boat into the bridge. But there's no way to really know what happened.
It appears the vessel's navigator made a grievous miscalculation.
The boat's pilot was probably blinded by the atomic blast.
Who'd have thought super mutants fancied a bit of dress-up?
That's not normal super mutant behavior.
What the hell are these uglies playing at?
Either I'm having a bad chem flashback, or those mutants are wearing sailor hats.
Isn't that cute? The mutants think they're in the Navy.
Well, this is happening. You do see them, right?
And here I thought they couldn't look more ridiculous.
Now, at least these boys have some fashion sense.
Your new Coast Guard is quite strange, I think.
God, I hope they don't start singing.
As if regular super mutants weren't bad enough. Now we have to find something like this?
Ah, the Corvega. I like to think of it as a distant cousin.
I read that the Corvega Blitz is quite economical and family-friendly, but not so much anymore.
No fuchsia with a lime green interior? Damn, they never have them in the color you want.
And you got to drive these babies around. Lucky devil.
Now, they may have been coffins on wheels, but they sure knew how to build something with style in those days.
I've spent a lot of time in the back seats of these things.
Corvega vehicles have small fusion engines under the hood, so watch where you shoot.
I've seen birds land on Corvegas and go up in flames. Can't believe people used to drive these things.
Watch your fire in here. We don't want to set off a chain reaction of all these old cars.
Looking round, the word death trap comes to mind.
The older sections of the Institute look a lot like this.
Raiders control the tunnel. It's bad news.
If raiders barricaded this tunnel, I hate to think of what they're defending against.
You think they accept their tolls in lead?
I always figured trolls preferred bridges to tunnels.
I'm guessing go around is probably out of the question, huh?
I wonder why those clowns are guarding the tunnel.
If you want to get through the tunnel, those raiders won't even slow us down.
Those raiders appear to be blocking our progress. Let's clear the roadblock.
Hold on to your Geiger counter. Craters are the best.
Ah, yes. The moment I see a nuclear crater, I think, home sweet home.
What kind of nuts would want to live in a blast crater? This kind, I guess.
I'd love to read the real estate brochure for this place.
Living in a crater isn't my idea of home sweet home.
Who would build a house in the middle of a crater? The rats down there must be lethal.
Huh. Wouldn't expect this to be popular real estate.
I guess folks will live anywhere.
Sheltering in a crater? Where's the sense in that?
Goodness. What happened down here?
Basement full of ghouls. and just when I thought I'd smelled everything.
How did all these ghouls get down here?
Nothing quite as becoming as waterlogged ghouls.
Who knows how long they've been locked in here?
You go first the next time we storm a ghoul-infested basement. I'll be behind you. Very, very far behind you.
That's why I hate ferals. No damn table manners.
Hope you guys saved room for dessert.
So I guess we missed dinner then.
I have heard of the groups. Very influential back in the day. And now?
Damn feral scum.
I wonder what made this hole.
Quite a bit of force was required to punch out this floor. It's impressive, and yet disconcerting.
Something big punched through this wall. Deathclaw, maybe?
Not a bad way to make an entrance.
Well, this is one way to avoid paying at the turnstiles.
That's one way to catch the L train.
Hopefully that's all the ceiling that decides to crumble.
Hope they don't mind us dropping in. Oh, come on, it's a joke, Blue. Keep up.
Oh, it leads to the subway.
Whatever's down there, I'm sure it isn't friendly.
My word, what is that?
Next thing you know, we're gonna see super mutants wearing sailor hats on their heads.
That's about the weirdest thing I've seen all day.
Not what I'd pick for combat attire, but then who am I to talk?
Gives new meaning to the phrase cute and cuddly.
Well, there goes any restful sleep I was planning for in the near future.
Actually, that looks kinda cute on him.
Be careful. He could be concealing it. On second thought, he's probably just out of his mind.
Go Bears!
Man, what I'd give for a picture of that.
Someone's been hitting the chems a little hard.
This ship looks quite the mystery. Run aground on a bank and not a scratch on her.
The boat. It is on the building. That is the USS Constitution. Mon Dieu.
You hear a lot of stories about how that ship got up there. I never heard one that I believed, though.
Oh, that's the USS Constitution. I hear it's parked up there for tax purposes.
Huh. Always just figured I hallucinated this thing.
I don't know what I find more disturbing. The fact that there's a ship lodged in that building, or that there's still a ship lodged in that building.
I'm confused. This didn't sail up here, right?
That's the USS Constitution. What it's doing up on a building is a mystery.
How in the hell did a ship get all the way up there?
Well, any landing you can walk away from.
One of the scientists in advanced systems tried to figure out how this boat could have ended up here.
Up there, in the skyscraper. Is that a boat?
Oh, yes. Nothing to see here but a ship stuck in a skyscraper.
Well, at least we know how it got up there. Not that anybody will believe us.
Huh. Wasn't the Constitution over there? My old age is catching up with me.
You know, from this angle, it doesn't look half bad.
You gotta be kidding me.
So that's progress. Not a lot.
Oh yeah, that ship looks way better over there.
That ship ends up everywhere except the water.
I'm not sure that's an improvement.
Someone needs to teach that vessel's navigator a few lessons.
Well, this is a quaint little mess.
Either these boats washed up here, or some hooligans had themselves quite the party.
Surely those boats were not put there intentionally. Such great chaos after the bombs.
Well, it looks like this fishing trip didn't go according to plan.
You'd think after the fourth boat, folks might get the hint.
Still prefer this to swimming across.
Whoever the valet is for those boats, I am not going to tip him. Okay, maybe one cap.
I've heard of pre-war drunk drivers, but this is ridiculous.
It appears that these ships were washed together after the bombs fell.
These old hulks have been washing up here for decades.
Be careful. This place is usually crawling with mirelurks.
Could it be more ghastly down here? Wonder anyone would recover in a place like this.
This has bad idea written all over it.
Hey, this place doesn't look too bad. Some paint, a few throw rugs, and it'll be good as new.
A lot of stories about this place. None of them good.
I know this sounds crazy, but, well, this place has given me the creeps.
I question the therapeutic value of a place like this.
This place would give a ghoul nightmares.
Well, if they weren't nuts when they got here.
The patients of this facility must have been treated horribly.
Every minute we spend in here makes me appreciate the Bioscience Division a little bit more.
I don't like this one bit. What the hell's all this science junk doing here?
Why would they have needed all this in an insane asylum?
This the sort of stuff you normally see in a hospital?
I doubt all this was for rehabilitation.
I wonder what they were studying here.
Experiments were going on in a mental hospital. Could this get any worse?
What the hell was all this for?
This technology seems too sophisticated for a mental hospital. Something else was going on in here.
This equipment was undoubtedly used for some nefarious purpose.
I can't imagine this meant good news for the patients here. Now, here's an unexpected surprise. Perhaps there was a tad bit of humane treatment here after all.
This is a nice touch. In an otherwise creepy and depressing place.
Even the gardens are depressing.
A creepy garden. Splendid. Now the nightmare motif is complete.
I have my doubts that the patients appreciated the presence of this garden.
If the patients needed any more reminder what they were missing.
Wouldn't want to be the one having to clean those windows.
Let's just get through this garden quickly. I'm starting to hate this place.
Hard to believe a tunnel system so vast was all for a bit of rock.
Why dig this here? Were they looking for something?
Somebody went to a lot of trouble digging this out. I wonder what's down there.
I wonder what type of material this mining operation was attempting to recover.
You old-timers really liked digging tunnels.
What a strange place for a quarry.
Don't tell me we're going all the way down there.
That's a long way down.
That is a hell of a first step.
Don't slip.
It's all right. I'm sure the rocks at the bottom would break your fall.
I don't like the look of that water.
Something tells me that hole shouldn't be there.
Remain vigilant. Something isn't right here.
If you ask me, that little water hole is more than a tad suspect.
Going in there is the very definition of bad idea, which means, I assume, that we're going in there.
I don't throw the phrase watery grave around a whole hell of a lot, but in this case...
We going for a dunk?
Yeah, I just ate, so you go ahead.
Railroad tip number 113. Don't go diving in creepy swimming holes. That is all.
I wonder if any organisms live in the pool. Shall we collect a sample?
No way. We're not swimming in there.
Oh my god.
What kind of monsters?
You think these were part of the original design?
These were added after the bombs fell, right?
I know students thought school was torture, but this is taking it a little too far.
Oh my. I dread to think about what's going on here.
An interrogation chamber. Rudimentary, but effective.
We gotta get everybody out of here. If there's anyone left alive.
Mankind can be such bastards at times. We're freeing the people, right?
Oh, the poor prisoners. They may need medical attention.
This is horrible. Just horrible. I can't even imagine